Hello and welcome back to the Marble Games 2022. As always, I'm your host, Alpha Master. Here we are with the second event of the Marble Games. After the first event, the marbles are already getting prepared for what's going to happen with the next event. And here is a look at the scoreboard. Glacier Racers is right now in first place, along with Liberty Bells and Cherry Bombs following close behind, and Cloudy Knights is trailing behind in last. The second event this time is going to be hurdles. Two teams will go at a time, and whoever gets the most points in total will move on to the next round. The last one standing is the winner. Alright, here's a look at the bracket. Let's begin round one with Robin's Eggs versus Peachy Keen. Here they are at the starting line, and they're off. There they go, and Robin's Eggs and Peachy Keen each get 2 marbles to the 10 zone. But if you take a look here closely, one of the Robin's Eggs marbles has fallen off the track. Thus, this gives Peachy Keens the first advancement onto the quarterfinals. Silver Bullets versus Takedown Tigers is up next. And they're off. Oh my goodness, I think Silver Bullets just lost one too. This gives Takedown Tigers an easy win. We're gonna have to take another look at a replay there. 2 falls in a row. As you can see here, yes, another marble has fallen. So Takedown Tigers will move on to the next round. Tyrannical Tortuga versus Glacier Racers. 2 newcomers in one matchup, and they're off. And it looks like, oh boy, all the marbles managed to stay on that time. But Tyrannical Tortuga won by 7 points. So Glacier Racers will be defeated this time. Happy Little Trees versus Daybreakers. Here they are, the starting line. And then jumping over the hurdles, and oh my goodness. Daybreakers got lucky there. All 4 marbles landed in the 10. That gives them an easy win by 11 points. Kryptonite Cruisers versus Liberty Bells. And they're off. Oh my goodness. And all the marbles stayed on again. But it looks like Kryptonite Cruisers are taking this match by 4 points. Alright, Kryptonite Cruisers move on to the next round. Cloud Knights versus Peacock Primers. Let's see if Cloud Knights can improve this time. And they're off. And looks like, oh boy, a Cloud Knight marble just fell. But I think they still won. We're gonna have to check the tapes there. Yes, a Cloud Knight marble has fallen. But the Cloud Knights still win by 8 points. So they move on to the next round. Hoosiers versus Cherry Bombs. And here they are, the starting line and the going. And oh boy, Hoosiers also gets all the marbles in the 10 zone. Thus, they win and move on to the next round. Final match of round 1. Sea Snakes versus Mocha Lattes. And they're off. And oh my goodness. It's pretty close. Almost all the marbles got in the 10 zone except for one Mocha Latte. So Sea Snakes move on to the next round. Here are the placements from 9th to 18th. Happy Little Trees and Cherry Bombs tie because of point ties. Alright, the quarterfinals have just begun. Peachy Keen versus Takedown Tigers. And here they are, the starting line. And they're going, and Peachy Keen keeping up the 10 trend. They move on to the next round while Takedown Tigers is defeated this time. Tyrannical Tortuga versus Daybreakers. Here they are on the starting line, and they're off. And both teams got 1 marble in the 10 zone. But according to points, looks like Tyrannical Tortuga wins by 8 points. Kryptonite Cruisers versus Cloudy Knights. And they're off. And oh my goodness, one of the Kryptonite Cruisers didn't manage to leave. But for some reason, the Kryptonite Cruisers still won. I don't know how the Cloud Knights feel right now. But Kryptonite Cruisers move on to the semis. Hoosiers and Sea Snakes. The final match at the quarterfinals, and they're off, and it looks like Hoosiers win by 9 points. 3 of their marbles landed in 10, one of them getting so close, and Sea Snakes unfortunately got defeated. Another tie on points. Here are the points from 5th to 8th. And now time for the semifinals to begin. Peachy Keen versus Tyrannical Tortuga up first. And here they are at the starting line, and they're off. And it looks like, oh boy. And it looks like Tyrannical Tortuga win this by 7 points. And who will Tyrannical Tortuga face in the finals? Kryptonic Cruisers or Hoosiers? And there they go. And it looks like, and it's going to be Kryptonic Cruisers who get all their marbles in the 10 zone, while Hoosiers will move on to the 3rd place round. Speaking of the 3rd place round, let's start it right now. Peachy Keen versus Hoosiers. And they're off. Who will take 3rd place? And it's gonna be Peachy Keen who get all their marbles to the 10-point zone, while one of the Hoosiers marbles didn't quite make it. So Peachy Keen sails with 3rd place. Time for the final of Event 2. Tyrannical Tortuga versus Kryptonic Cruisers. 2 newcomers. Who will win the 2nd event? And it's gonna be... And it looks like it's gonna be Tyrannical Tortuga with a 10-point difference, 29 to 19. Tyrannical Tortuga win the 2nd event. Kryptonic Cruisers have to settle with 2nd, while Peachy Keen go in 3rd place. And here they are cheering on the podium. Let's see how this changes the scoreboard. So here's the scoreboard. Tyrannical Tortuga takes 1st place. Silver Bullets falls down to last. Peachy Keen and Kryptonic Cruisers are tied for 2nd. And holy moly, we have a lot of ties on the scoreboard. Let's hope they'll be broken in the next event. That's all for now. See you next race.